I'm Todd Matthews. This is Matthews of the Morning. 9:32 means on a Wednesday that it's just about time to check in with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. The Ask the Lawyer segment, been on this radio program for well over 10 years now, and offers you the opportunity to submit questions and get answers about the law for things maybe you never understood or always been curious about. So let's get right to today's question. Would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured? Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How you doing this morning?
Just fine, and how are you?
Oh, I'm getting excited. Christmas is just around the corner.
Yeah, that can be a point of excitement. Or in my case, it can be a point of panic, as I've still got a lot of shopping to do. So I'm sure you are such a well-prepared person. I'm sure you've gotten all of your holiday shopping done.
I don't, but that's what Amazon's for.
There you go. All right, sir. Well, we're chuckling and we're enjoying ourselves, and that's what the holiday season is supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about bad news or tragedy. But unfortunately, today's question is about just that. What an awful, awful situation I'm about to present to you, Bruce. But I know with your legendary compassion and knowledge, you're going to be able to help out. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Todd.
Okay, let me read you today's email. 4 months ago, my parents were driving home from a friend's graduation party when they were struck head-on by a drunk driver who was arrested and charged with vehicular manslaughter. Both of my parents were killed instantly. My brother and I were in the car following behind and witnessed the accident. Oof. The at-fault driver only suffered a concussion, broken arm, and bruised ribs in the accident. He was cited for driving while intoxicated. While no amount of money could bring our parents back, we feel that this driver should pay for the loss of our parents. My brother is 17. I just turned 22, and we want to move on with our lives. Someone told me the insurance only covers injuries, but that doesn't seem right. Should we hire a lawyer? You know, I'm very pleased with this young person. They realized that didn't seem right. And when something doesn't seem right, it's time to check in with a professional, which is exactly what we're about to do. Bruce, what do you make of this?
Well, the first thing I make is never listen to what someone tells you.
Yeah.
Always, always, always contact an experienced personal injury lawyer in the face of a trauma.
Yeah.
And this is certainly the worst trauma you could have is loss of your parent.
Right.
In Florida, we have what's called the Wrongful Death Act, and it provides the damages that you can recover when you lose someone because of someone else's negligence.
Okay.
So there is a provision for recovery, and because the driver was drunk, there's extraordinary damages called punitive damages because the driver was drunk at the time of the accident.
Okay.
So not only should they immediately hire a lawyer, but they should be able to make a substantial recovery for what's called regular damages and punitive damages.
Okay.
Regular damages would include pain and suffering, for the loss of their parents. Plus, if their parents helped them with support, they could recover for that as well.
Oh.
So again, the advice is contact an experienced personal injury lawyer ASAP. And the reason for that is there's a lot of discovery that the investigators have to do as far as witnesses, skid marks at the scene, proving where he drank and how much he drank. Sometimes you could bring what's called the Dram Shop Act against the bar if they could prove that the bar knowingly served an intoxicated person. So there's a lot of things to check into, and the sooner you hire an experienced lawyer, the better.
They start off by saying this occurred 4 months ago, and I understand when something that traumatic occurs, it takes you some time to gather your thoughts and try to put one foot in front of the other. Like they said, they want to move on with their lives, and they're starting to, and it hit them. Maybe we should consult with an attorney. Is it too late?
absolutely, it's not too late. There is a statute of limitations in Florida, but it's 2 years from the date of the death.
I see.
So it's not too late, but, time is of the essence.
Right, and I know I've heard you use the term spoilage before. When it comes to evidence, like the vehicles involved and so forth, things tend to happen to that evidence and they disappear all of a sudden.
Right, that's why you need to start investigating as soon as possible.
All right, Bruce, thank you again. As always, you're so compassionate about these things. I'm sure this is the kind of tragedy you've dealt with many times in your career. So, we trust you very, very highly when it comes to feedback on this. We very much appreciate it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, and I'd like to wish you, your staff, and especially all our listeners a very Merry Christmas, happy and safe New Year.
And the same to you, your office, your family, and absolutely everybody in the Scheiner collection. You guys are all so awesome when it comes to helping us out with these segments. And I'm looking forward to a whole new year of Ask the Lawyer.
Me too, Todd. Thank you very much.
All right. You take care now, Bruce.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured, and his answer to a very disturbing question. If you'd like to submit a question for future consideration, you can do so. Just go to the website, put the keyword Bruce in the search box. That'll take you where you need to go. Now, if you have a situation like this, and I hope not, doesn't get much more tragic than that, or you are injured in some way and need more immediate help, what I recommend is that you reach out to the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner. Let me give you the number, 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. Tell them that Todd sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.